Hi, this is Jay Sykes bringing you another quick, helpful video. I'm going to be comparing the Rolex Submariner to the Tudor Pelagos. I'll look at some objective data as well as some subjective criteria. You may have seen my video on why I chose the Tudor Pelagos over the Rolex Submariner. If not, please check that out and you'll discover that I chose the Tudor because I am poor and I cannot afford the Rolex. Anyway, just to give you some background, we're going to compare the current model Submariner to the current model Tudor Pelagos. Both have the in-house movement. Now, I'll start with more objective criteria and go into more differences and then some subjective criteria. And I'll tell you which one has the advantage in each category. Let's start with warranty. The Submariner has a 5-year warranty. The Pelagos has a 2-year warranty. We can all agree that the Sub wins in this category. Accuracy. The Rolex Submariner is superlative chronometer, which is -2 + 2 per day, and the Tudor is COSC certified, which is -4 + 6 a day. We can all agree the Sub wins in this category. Now, power reserve. The Sub has 48 hours compared to the 70-hour of the Tudor. Tudor wins. Now, service costs. The Tudor Pelagos to service is going to cost around $300 USD, and the Rolex will cost around $800 USD. This is assuming it's at a Rolex service center. Now, this is somewhat offset by the warranty. The Sub has a longer warranty and as a result will require paying that service cost less frequently than the Tudor Pelagos, assuming they both have the same rate of breakdown. Now, moving on, depth rating. The Submariner, 300 meters. The Tudor Pelagos, 500 meters. We can all agree the Tudor wins in this category. Let's talk about strap. Now, as you know, with the Submariner, it has the bracelet only, whereas the Tudor has the bracelet and the strap, and so the Tudor wins in this category. Resale value. Now, I'll take a step back. I bought the Tudor Pelagos in 2016. At that time, I was considering buying a Submariner. Now, if I had bought the Submariner at that time and the Tudor Pelagos and tried to sell them both now, I would actually have a slightly better resale value in the Tudor. Now, you may think I'm crazy because, hey, everyone knows Rolex Submariner has the best resale value. You must be crazy or you must be joking. Well, I've done the statistical analysis, I've done the math, and the Tudor has slightly better resale value than the Submariner. However, I did the regression analysis, looked at the margin of error and confidence interval, and found there is no statistical significance though. So I'm going to say it's even. They both have the same resale value. Now, why is this? Well, I bought the Tudor Pelagos brand new with the box and everything, well below MSRP at the time. But at that time, it was difficult to buy the Sub at well below MSRP. So as a result, when you sell both watches today, you're going to take more of a hit on the Sub, slightly, as opposed to the Pelagos. We're going to say it's even, though, based on my analysis. Now, it's all a function of how much you pay in the beginning, and that's why the Pelagos win, because I was able to get a great deal on it. And at that time, anyone could find the Tudor Pelagos brand new for well below MSRP. If you disagree, then please email me your analysis. I'd love to take a look at it, and we can compare figures and so forth. Let me see your data if you disagree. Now, moving on, let's talk about the cost. Now, the Submariner costs more, the Tudor Pelagos costs less. I think most can agree the Tudor wins. However, maybe you value paying more for a watch, and if that's your criteria, then maybe the Sub wins in that category for you. Now, moving on to materials. The Sub has 904L steel, the Pelagos has titanium. we can say they are different. Which one is better? That depends on your personal preference, and you'll see that more going down the list. Now, with regards to bracelet, the Rolex has glide lock. The Pelagos has the system where you can expand it, you can make micro adjustments. Which one is more comfortable? It depends on your personal preference. And the bezel, moving on, the Rolex Submariner has a shiny ceramic bezel. The Tudor Pelagos has a matte ceramic bezel with lume, and it's personal preference. Which one is better for you? Moving on to size, the Tudor is 42 millimeters across diameter, and the Rolex is 40 millimeters. I think it's preference unless you happen to have a small wrist. If you have a small wrist, maybe you cannot handle a watch which is bigger than 40 millimeters, and in your case, the Rolex Submariner is going to win in that category. And with regards to weight, the Tudor Pelagos will be lighter because it's titanium. The Rolex Submariner is going to be heavier. Is that good or bad? It depends on what you like, but we can say it is different. Now, date. The Rolex Sub has the Cyclops. Some like it, some hate it. I can see it being an advantage if you're an older person or your eyesight is poor. Maybe the magnification helps you see it easier. In that case, maybe for you, it is objectively better. The color. Rolex Submariner comes in black or green, and we're talking about the stainless models, not the gold or two-tone. The Pelagos comes in black or blue, and once again, it's personal preference on which colors you prefer. Versatility. I think we can all agree the Rolex Submariner is more versatile than the Pelagos, based on the size and the color. More the size, I would say. Anyway, but is this good or bad? It depends. Some people may not want a versatile watch, and some people may want a versatile watch. Just because you like versatility in your watches does not mean that everyone does or everyone should. Public recognition. Once again, the average punter on the street is going to recognize a Rolex Submariner more than that person will recognize a Tudor. And if you value this, this can be a pro for the Rolex. With regards to proportion, there's different proportions. Some like the maxi dial and the wide shoulders of the lugs of the Rolex Submariner. Some prefer more the flowing, tighter lugs of the Tudor. It's once again personal preference. So I've given you some criteria here of which watch is better, and looking strictly objectively, the Submariner is better in accuracy and warranty. However, the Pelagos is better in power reserve and depth rating. Which one's better for you? It's really personal preference. Which of these categories do you value? Now, I've mentioned some criteria you can compare these two watches. If I've missed anything, please feel free to let me know. And if you're still mad about the resale value, please email me your analysis. I would love to take a look at it. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. This is Jay Sykes, hoping you have a nice day. If possible, bye.